Leo, this is your tarot reading for August. I'm a Leo, so I watched it come out. I know it's going to be interesting. I hope you find it useful. I really do, Leo. Now, as I say, I'm a Leo, and as I was drawing these cards, I was watching them coming out, and I was going, oh no. I don't think maybe they're as bad as on face value they look to be. But the thing that really got me was the central card there, the Three of Swords, broken heart. And if you look just below that, so bottom left, we have the Five of Swords, somebody trying to deceive you, somebody trying to win at all cost. If you go to the bottom right, that's the past. The Hermit card, you've been inside yourself looking for answers. I think many of us have been. But now you're working with others, you're team working, doing things with others, which looks to be a good thing. Now the energy that leads to the outcome is the Two of Cups, and that Two of Cups sometimes means new, but I don't think it does mean it's a divine love, and that's what worried me, that it was about a new and divine love, because I'm in a very loving relationship. No, I think it doesn't have to be a new love, but it's a divine love, and that leads to the outcome. What would change the outcome is reminiscing about the past, and I think that maybe holds the key to all of this. That some of this negativity is in your mind because it's stuff from the past. And normally the final card I don't necessarily interpret positively, but maybe we should be. It's the Knight of Wands. He's brave, he's fearless, he's fast. So you get a sense of direction from this divine love. But he's also prone to making mistakes because he does things too quickly. I hope that isn't what we should read into it. But do stay with me, Leo, because it's clearly a fascinating spread, this. So we need to find out more. So the energy that dominates this is the Three of Swords. There's no hiding it. It's a broken heart. We don't know what has broken your heart. Often I say that it's only a minor arcana, it doesn't need to last. But to be perfectly honest, I suffered from a broken heart for some 20 odd years, so, I'm not saying it glibly. So we've got a broken heart there, we don't quite know what it's from. I can think of many reasons for the broken heart. I don't get a feeling this is a new broken heart though. I think this is something that you've carried with you from the past. You maybe even acknowledge it, but you're not over it. And I think that is impacting on you in August. Possibly because it's your birthday, Leo. Yeah, could be. Now, we have the Hermit card in the past, and that's introspection. And that's why I think you know about this broken heart. You're well aware of it. And, I think you've done an awful lot to overcome it, but it's still hanging over you. So I think I'll be personal and I'll tell you 3 issues that have broken my heart. First of all, I was in an abusive relationship with a narcissist, a psychopathic narcissist, for over 20 years. And when it ended, it was, I probably didn't end it in the best way, but then one never does with a narcissist. There is no best way. But it resulted in me losing the person that certainly she claimed was my son. So I lost most of my friends, my son. I lost my life, really, and I had to start to rebuild. So there's still something of a broken heart about that. And my mother has recently died, and I've always known that she was something of a narcissist. Now, I couldn't go and visit her for 3 years during the health crisis. And I don't think anybody in England could believe that I couldn't leave Indonesia. But I couldn't. If I had, I might not have been able to get back to Indonesia, and I mean ever. So it might have meant abandoning my wife and family. So I couldn't get to her. For some reason, the Indonesian post office won't allow foreigners to send letters from the post office. So I couldn't write to her. So all I could do was phone her. But she managed to tell everybody that I never phoned her. And as a result, I've lost what was left of, well, her family, and there was no family from my dad's side. So I've lost all family connections whatsoever in the UK, and I'll probably never go back. The final thing is the health crisis itself. I am absolutely disillusioned with the lies, with the manipulation. I feel like my whole life I've been doing the wrong thing. I've been supporting lost causes while all along we've always been manipulated. So there's 3 reasons why I should have a broken heart. And yes, you can tell I've been a hermit, I've been inside myself, I've explored it. I've got those 3 reasons. Your reasons will be totally different, but I'm using those as illustrations of the sort of soul searching that you may well have done and found out why you have a broken heart. But it doesn't enable you necessarily to dump the baggage. Now I think the current energy is very positive. It's the 3 of Pentacles. Teamwork, working with others. It's a sort of teamwork. It's not like a production line. It's like you've all got your specialisms. And somebody can't do your job, you can't do their job, but you need to come together to achieve something bigger, to achieve a synergy. So I think that's very positive thing to be doing in August. In terms of my own life, I can't see how I can be working with others. But hey, maybe it will happen in August. Maybe some people will emerge that I can work with in some shape or form. Maybe on this channel. I honestly don't know. But yeah, I think it's a very positive card, that one. And in the future, we have the 5 of Swords. This is a card of winning at all costs. So rather of a childish sort of an attitude. You look at it, they've been fighting with those swords, and he's won the swords from the others because they've lost. Reminds me of, as a little child, we used to play with marbles in the playground, and those who lost used to lose their marbles, and I could never see the point in it. I like collecting marbles for the sake of it. Yes, I'm a bit like that, But I didn't want to lose my marbles. It wasn't that I didn't mind losing. I just didn't want to lose the marbles. I wanted to keep them. And I think he's even hit them on the backside, with the swords. And they're saying, well, look, if you're going to play like that, we're going to walk off. Now, this is the future. So is this a new energy? Does it come from those people that you were working in a team with? And part of my reason for not working in a team is I'm somewhat guarded, because this has happened to me many times. So taking the 3 examples I gave you, obviously neither my narcissistic mother nor my narcissistic partner played fair. It was all about winning at all costs. And in fact, throughout my life, I seem to have kept coming across people like that. And I think the health crisis brought home to me that these are the very same sort of people that we have at the top of all organisations. And yeah, they don't care about us. They don't care about humanity and society. Is this the realisation in August that that's happening, or is this a fresh one? Because it is the future. I'm not sure. And the energy that leads to the outcome is the Two of Cups. Normally I'd say this is a new love. It's certainly divine love. And as the cards were coming out, I was going, no, the last thing I need is a new love. Remember, it's about heartbreak, you know. Do you lose your existing love? I don't think it's that at all. It may be a new love to you, but if you've already got a divine love, no, it's saying that this divine love is the answer, or it's what leads to the outcome. And if you think of me, you know, I've lost all my family in the UK. It's too difficult and expensive to go back there, probably ever again. You know, you can't even use money these days anymore, you know, and what do people from overseas do when they visit a country where you can't use cash? How do you spend money? How do you do the most basic things, you know? So, yeah, I'll not go back. So all I've got is my wife and her family. And maybe that's what this is telling me, you know. This is what you've got. This is your life. Yeah. Energy that would change the outcome is the Six of Cups, which is an energy of looking to the past, an energy of reminiscing. So given all the stories I've told you about me, it's no good me thinking, I mean, you know, of course I think of my childhood in Shrewsbury in particular, but it's no good me trying to turn back the clock. I've left the UK forever now. As I say, I'll probably never go back. There's no point in mourning it. You know, I'm still in touch with a few friends, but they don't even, some of them don't even live in the UK anymore. But yeah, I've moved on. This is my life in Indonesia. There's no point in dwelling in the past. But certainly this dwelling in the past would change the outcome. So it depends on whether you see the outcome as good or bad. And like so many, well, like every tarot card, the energies could be good or bad. The good bits, I mean, it's the Knight of Wands. The good bits are he's brave, he's bold, he's fearless, he's fast. All admirable. And, you know, if I think of myself, I've been stymied for so long. During the health crisis, I wasn't allowed off the island of Java. I was often in the wrong part of Java at the wrong time and couldn't get to where I wanted to be. And that went on for 3 years. And even now, as I say, it's become bureaucratically and cost-wise almost impossible to travel. So I'm still somewhat stymied. I'm sort of have nothing to do but this channel and wait on Java until I die, I guess. Sounds very maudlin. I don't quite mean it that way, you know. I'm accepting that is what's going to happen, you know. So, you know, being brave, being bold, being fearless and moving quick, that sounds rather attractive to me, who's been stymied for so long. Me actually doing something, actually generating something. But he is prone to being too fast. I mean, look at him, he's rushing into battle armed only with a stick. So he is prone to getting things wrong and doing the wrong things. Now, given that love leads to it, I think we should see it positively. And if dwelling in the past changes it, I think we should focus on the positive aspects, but I can't be sure. Now I'm going to get clarification on this broken heart. And the first card we get is the card of justice. That was unexpected. That was unexpected. Although I think I can see where this is going. The next card is the World card card of change, card of major change, cycles coming to an end and new ones beginning. And the final card is the card of strength. Now, of course, you're a Leo and this is your card. Now, this Justice card was unexpected, but this Justice card is clarifying the broken heart. So, there is justice coming. It'll be firm and it'll be fair. If you feel that you've done something wrong, then as long as you are repentant and admit to what you've done, you've nothing to worry about. But I don't think this is justice coming for you. I've been getting messages that justice is coming for those who've deceived, those who've cheated, those who've been greedy. And certainly there are many people who've affected me. Some people that I still maybe love might be too strong, but still care about. And I think it's justice coming for somebody that you know. Now we have the World card, and we all know that the world is changing. But the other messages I've been getting is that justice is coming for those who've deceived us, those who've been greedy, those who've lied to us, those who have tried to win at all cost and don't care about the rest of humanity. And justice is coming for them. And the world is going to change. I can assure you the world is going to change for the better, providing we keep hope, we keep love in our hearts, we keep our vibrations high. We can change the world for the better. And that's what this is about. So, I'm just going to have to accept the justice coming to people that I care about, because that is the way of the world. And the final card of clarity is the Strength card, which is your card, Leo. And probably August is your birthday. I mean, you could be a July Leo. But during August, you're going to come into your strength. And to a certain degree, it's your very strength, your very love, your acceptance of change, your acceptance that the cycle has ended and a new one begins, that partially brings about this justice to some people that you still care about. Which is why I think the world has been trying to distance you from these people, why these things have been happening. And I think this is all coming to fruition in August. So it's not a bad reading at all. But, there is heartbreak there. You're going to have to accept change, Leo. We all are. Leo, in your heart of hearts, you know that the world is changing. Change is coming, and you know that those people responsible for lying, deceiving and greed are going to get punished. Justice is coming for them. Unfortunate, and you know that because you've gone inside yourself, you've looked for answers and you've found them. And unfortunately, I think that you still care about somebody that's going to face justice. The way to get over it is through love. I think you have some, it could be a new love, but I think you already have a love. Focus on them. They're what matters. And if you focus on them, then you will emerge bold, strong and brave. After all, you're a Leo. This is your time, Leo. What you mustn't do is reminisce, focus on the past, because I believe it's someone from the past that this justice is coming for. And you will be upset. I mean, there is a broken heart here, but you will get over it. The only thing that I would say is there's a card here that is in the future, card of deception and winning at all costs. And although it's in the future, I think it's something that happened in the past, and it's the realisation that this has happened that partially causes the broken heart. But you're accepting of this justice, you're accepting of the change. And I think you're going to emerge in August a very strong individual indeed, accepting of the change, jettisoning the past, and looking forward to the future.